Beneath Naples, a dormant supervolcano is rising fast. The ground surged 15 feet, a shift unseen since ancient times. Scientists warn this is unstable and totally unpredictable. This death trap sits directly beneath millions of homes. It is a sunken caldera, not a typical mountain cone. No single crater marks the danger. It is everywhere. Boiling springs and ruins dot this massive 8-mile ring. This is a supervolcano, the deadliest kind on Earth. Its last eruption 39,000 years ago was apocalyptic. Ash buried Europe and reached as far as Russia. 3 million people sleep on top of this ticking bomb. You underestimate the scale because it hides in plain sight. Innocent streets wind through hills that are actually blast rims. The bay hides underwater craters and leaking gas vents. Radar reveals a nightmare web of magma beneath the city. Ancient ash wiped out ecosystems and changed human history. The ground heaves and falls like a breathing beast. In 1538, a mountain grew here in mere days. Residents live on top of a restless, deadly force. Sulfur smells warn you. The earth trembles constantly. This is a warning. Nature is preparing to strike. For 2 decades, the ground has risen without stopping. Satellites have tracked this terrifying uplift since 2005. Some areas are now 15 feet higher than before. This is not a season. It is a permanent warning. Pressure builds beneath the surface with zero sign of stopping. The ground jumps upward in sudden, violent pulses. Shockwaves radiate outward like ripples in a pond. Buildings tilt, streets crack, infrastructure is failing. Sensors across the zone confirm our worst fears. GPS stations register the same terrifying movement day and night. The data is flawless. The threat is undeniably real. This is worse than the mass evacuations of the 80s. Models show pressure building just 2 miles deep. Trapped gas and superheated fluids are ready to burst. Boiling water pushes the crust up until it snaps. This is not just geology, it is a crisis. The plumbing is changing. The system is primed for war. An eruption isn't guaranteed, but the danger is escalating. We must know when it will cross the line. Sudden earthquakes are shaking the ground right now. 2,000 tremors struck in one single year. They trace a hidden fracture called the ring fault. Dozens of shocks hit in just 60 minutes. A massive quake in June 2025 cracked walls. This event hit at a depth of 2.66 kilometers. It triggered a terrifying period of intense shaking. Hundreds of aftershocks are battering the coast right now. If you are in Pozzuoli, the ground is literally trembling. These are not normal deep rumbles. The upper crust is snapping like a dry twig in your hand. The quakes form a ragged circle of death. It traces the rim of the buried supervolcano perfectly. Maps show the fault line lighting up like a fuse. The danger clusters are moving, hunting for a way out. The depth is the most alarming part. Almost every explosion happens above the 3-kilometer mark. This shallow focus means the danger is close. It is not deep magma. The rock surface is breaking apart. The anatomy of this swarm screams one thing. The system is under critical stress. Deadly pressure is forcing its way through the cracks. Old faults are ripping open as fluids rush in. The June 2025 shock signals danger. It aligns with the ground swelling up. Researchers know this is more than just noise. It is a siren. These quakes are mapping the exact spots where the earth will tear. The next rupture is coming. We must look at the poison gas escaping the vents. It holds the secret to the monster below. Sensors at Campi Flegrei detect a massive surge. Deadly carbon dioxide is pouring into the bay. Check the readings from the Solfatara and Pisciarelli vents. Rates exceed 4,000 tons per day. This links to uplift since 2005. This is not a random spike. It is a permanent escalation that gets worse every year. Superheated water is blasting through the rock. The system is pressurized and ready to blow. But this chemical mix is confusing the experts. Usually, helium spikes warn us of rising magma. That is the classic sign of an eruption. But here, the gas mix stays stubbornly silent. It acts like a pressure cooker, not a lava flow. Isotope ratios show no fresh magma gases yet. The killer is hiding its tracks. Instead, hot fluids are dissolving the crust itself. The rock holding up your city is melting away. This is where the science fails to protect you. Standard models wait for deep quakes and familiar patterns. They expect the volcano to follow a script. Campi Flegrei refuses to play by the rules. The ground pulses, and the quakes are dangerously shallow. The gas emissions are sky high, yet the chemistry hides the classic warning signs. Even advanced computers cannot predict this chaos. The rock heals and breaks in ways we cannot track. Top experts are questioning everything they know. One senior researcher just dropped a bombshell. They can see what is happening right now, but they have no idea what happens next. Every attempt to simulate the eruption has failed. There is no lead indicator to save you. The only certainty is uncertainty. You are left searching for answers that do not exist. Over 500,000 people are trapped in the red zone. Your homes and schools sit on a volcanic bomb. It is woven into the landscape. The danger zone extends to nearly 3 million people. These are not statistics, they are victims. Families in Pozzuoli are living on borrowed time. Kids play next to events that could kill them. Authorities have mapped the red zone perfectly. They know exactly who will die first. A major blast would wipe out thousands in minutes. But the emergency plan is a lie. Civil protection runs their little drills. They issue alerts and pretend it is under control. But their plans are for small accidents. They cannot move 500,000 people in time. There is no strategy to save the entire red zone. The logistics are simply impossible. Narrow streets will become death traps. The transport network will collapse instantly. In the 1980s, they moved people over months. Now the numbers are far greater. Warning time is hours, not days. Officials admit they cannot guarantee your safety. When the worst happens, you are on your own. Living on this ticking time bomb is a daily gamble. The danger is real. One day in 1538, everything changed instantly. The land transformed overnight. The ground swelled up for 7 days straight. Then it exploded. By morning, a brand new mountain existed. Farms were gone forever. The crater was nearly 400 meters wide. A hidden monster awoke. Families fled in total darkness. Ash buried their homes alive. The coastline vanished in hours. This warning echoes today. This nightmare scenario terrifies scientists. It creates a dead zone. Models show ash columns rising 18 meters. Deadly clouds drift across Europe. One eruption grounds flights from London to Istanbul. You are trapped. Food vanishes. Supply chains break. Your economy collapses instantly. Space agencies are panicking. The whole world is watching this. NASA tracks the ground moving right now. They see the heat. Radars scan for danger constantly. Alerts stream from Tokyo to Washington. This threat is not just local. It affects everyone. We measure every inch of movement. 500,000 people could die. Technology cannot save you. The ground is shifting right now. Nature is keeping secrets. Preparedness is your only chance at survival. Could you escape if your city collapsed? Comment your location now.